Yoo-hoo, and thanks for tuning in to another awful movie review.
This is just a routine visit.
With a title as bland and irrelevant as The Mask, you must be thinking this movie could be about anything. It's not revealing in any way. Well, I can assure you one thing. The Mask is a one-way, diarrhea-dripping ticket to boredom land.
I can't tell you how shocked I am.
Come and stay at the Snooze Motel, because I can assure you that you'll get a good night's sleep watching this. And it's even more mind-boggling to see that everyone on the internet is going all goo-goo gaga over this. What's the big deal?
Now let's be reasonable about this.
Sure, on a technical level, I can't really say anything. It's mostly fine for a movie of its kind, and the acting is okay, but where this really falls short is the story, because you could have a movie with a budget of $250 if the characters are trash, if the plot isn't compelling in any way, then you can throw at it all the money you want, it's still gonna be trash. It's like putting lipstick on a pig. But just before we get going, if there's a bad movie you'd like me to review, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and let me know your thoughts and feelings on The Mask.
Well, goodbye.
Actor Paul Stevens plays a psychiatrist receiving a very disturbed patient. After killing a young woman, and before putting an end to his own life, the patient sends his doctor a package containing an old Aztec mask the guy was researching.
I think it's safe to say I'm something of an authority on rare masks.
The patient claims it had supernatural powers and could make him do things against his own will. And when the doctor puts it on, it brings out nightmarish visions of whatever this is supposed to be. We don't get a definitive explanation.
Come on, that doesn't make sense.
He slowly becomes obsessed with the mask, needing to experience its powers on a regular basis, and thinks it could be of great value to the world of psychiatry.
World of psychiatry?
The Mask is best remembered for those surreal visions, which I will admit, although not making a lot of sense, they aren't bad. They definitely are the movie's perk.
Dr. Soames, this mask is starting to sound very interesting.
The problem is that this whole perk also is less than 10 minutes long. So what else is this made of then? Dialogue, 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 with a little bit of extra dialogue sprinkled on top. And let us not forget the dialogue.
I don't want you to tell anyone.
There are non-stop scenes of these snooze-inducing, vapid, insipid characters who we can't relate to or feel for. There's nothing compelling about any of them. We've seen these people about 1,000,000 times before in 1,000,000 other different movies just like it. Another big problem with The Mask is that it raises more questions than answers.
I don't need you to tell me that.
There's talk about The Mask being able to summon supernatural entities. Okay, well, does this theory pan out? What are the foundations for those claims? Nothing. Okay, well, they say they're gonna study that, so what's the verdict? Diddly squat. The movie forgets to answer the very questions it raises, and so it just makes this whole thing meaningless.
I don't know, it's like so mixed up.
I couldn't help but think the guy appearing at the beginning and then vanishing reminds me a bit of Bela Lugosi in Glen or Glenda. And the mask itself floating around like that is reminiscent of The Screaming Skull, which came out 3 years earlier. There's a lot of talk on this being the first Canadian horror movie ever made. I don't know if that claim is true or not, but one thing's for sure, they've come a long way from making dumpster fires like this.
Oh, this is awful.
Overall, this is bad. Bad. It's easily forgettable, and now my only wish is to try and banish it from my memory forever. Stay away from this. What an awful movie.